this is SleepWalker Radio, and I'm here now with JayJay from Moshpxt.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're in LA right now. How's LA been for you so far?
It's been pretty blessed, I can't lie. Like, It's been nothing but just straight, like, work and, like, progression. It's been fun, too. I had some, like, a little bit of downtime.
Cool.
And, like, yeah, LA's been really good because it's only just been, like, a weekend trip.
Start. Oh, that's sweet. It's sweet that you're out here. What were you, like up to? If you don't mind me asking, just...
Well, I originally came out here for a music video for Yeat and Young Ko.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, I have to do this. Like, that's a really good opportunity.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I got everything set up. I came out here like a day early to link with Speeder and like to get all the equipment, like the lights and stuff that I was gonna need for the video.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the next day we went to go shoot the video. We went to like a show. We linked some people. And then like yesterday and today we've just been like going around running errands. Like
Facts. Sounds like a jam-packed weekend.
Yeah, you know, and it was also hot. It's Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's Halloween. This is the day after.
The
Halloween
energy
right
outside is
now,
just crazy.
Like shit, people dressed up all crazy. Some people not dressed up, but still looking crazy too.
I'm saying.
But yeah. So where you from?
I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Facts.
Which is on the border of DC.
Yeah. Fucking what was it like growing up there?
It was cool. It's different. It's not like. It just depends on where you live and how far you are from the city. You know, the further you go from any city, to be honest, like the more like. What's the word? Like the influence of like just the culture from the city just starts to like fade away.
The culture or whatever.
Yeah, like you know the city vibes, like just the way how people are, it just starts to change like the further and further you get away from the city.
Definitely.
And like they just have like different. It's just because it's a different area. So like where I'm from like a little bit more deeper into Silver Spring. So like I don't live like literally on the border, but like 20 minutes from the border of DC.
Got you.
And like, the only thing about there is where I'm specifically from, there wasn't a lot of public transportation. We were close to DC, so we got a lot of like influence from there, but like I didn't have a direct access into the city because like it's hard to get onto like certain places in like the metro when you're a kid.
Definitely.
Like it just be like miles and miles like walking away.
For sure.
Shit, I'm just like, yeah, it's dead.
No, I definitely spent a lot of time at my grandparents' crib in Greenbelt, Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
And I had, like, a similar, like, issues trying to, like, just get into the city all the time. And every time getting into the city was, like, a whole mission.
I mean, yeah, just going around as, like, a kid and really exploring and traveling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's, like, really important.
Definitely.
I feel like a lot of people miss out on that. And, like, it, like, really... Like, it impacts you in a certain way.
Do you travel around a lot as a kid?
I used to... So, like, when I was, like, a small kid, I did, but that was because of my parents. But, like, really, like, growing up into, like, an adolescent and, like, really trying to be myself, I really couldn't because there wasn't, like, a good way to get out of my neighborhood. Like, it would be, like, miles before there was, like, a bus stop.
Got you.
So I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of stuck in here with my skateboard for real. So I used to just skate around the neighborhood all the time.
Facts.
And like, I would just meet people in my neighborhood.
Word. Where'd you go when you were like a kid? Like, what place did you travel with like your parents?
I mean, I used to go to like, I don't know, like I've traveled a lot of like out of country, to be honest.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Where?
Shit, when I was like a kid, like in 3rd grade, I went to India, and I'm Indian.
Stamp.
And I said stamp. And then I went to like Europe. I went to Europe.
Oh shit.
Went to Canada.
Damn. Canada's cool.
Went to somewhere else in Asia. I forget. But like, my main thing is like I don't know why it kind of like always like made me feel like I was always on the move. So like even now like I'm always like feeling like I have to like just like be outside and like travel, just go do something because I don't feel comfortable just like being in one place. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that for sure, 100%, definitely.
I don't know, just trying to like really go outside as like a kid. Like I used to really get inspired by this show Skins. Like I used to look at that, I'm like, damn, that's probably how like the city is. Cause like I was like a little kid, I didn't know shit. So I was like, yeah, this shit look cool as shit. There's like people out there just fucking around doing whatever the fuck they want to do. I can go out there and smoke gas and just do it all right correctly. Shit, I can listen to like crazy music. Cause like, bro, I was sheltered as a kid. Like I didn't even really like listen to American music or like I didn't get hip to hip hop or any of that shit. I didn't get hip to like American cinema or any of that shit or even just culture in general till like high school. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I'm like,
so it's probably a lot like getting hip to like all that type of shit. All
literally. And like all kind of just started coming in all at once, and then like ever since then, like it was like, all right, now I gotta like learn like really how to maneuver in society. Because like before like high school, for some reason I was just consistently like just one of those kids that like, all right, my parents are just trying to like look out for the best for me. I'm the oldest kid. I got like 2 younger siblings and shit. I gotta be a role model, but like I don't really like being like having that type of pressure to be a role model. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure.
I just be cool and then we're trying to do me.
100%. I'm also the old. I have 2 younger siblings, but they're like 12 years younger than me, so it's like a little different type shit.
Damn, wait, you say both of them are 12 years?
Yeah, my little brother is like 10 or 11. My little sister is like 9.
Tight.
Yeah, my mom had them like back to back for real. But I was like 12 when they were born, so.
Literally, like my youngest sister, she was like, I was 12 when she was born.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like I was in 6th grade. Nah, I don't know if I was 12. I just remember I was in 6th grade.
That's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 12, 13.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
really seeing like someone grow up like that, like it's actually really tough.
Yeah.
Because like when you a kid and you have like someone else that's like around your same age, you don't really think about that. But like when you go there and reflect on like someone that you were kind of like older.
Yeah, and you can like remember like them as like a
yeah, you can remember them as like it was just being born. Like, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
And to see where like what they look like now and just how they are. It's wild. But to get into like videos and shit, I was like watching the interview you did before, and you said that you used to do like vlogs. What type of vlogs were they?
So those vlogs were mainly like car videos, like car vlogs, cause like I was really into like the JDM culture back in the day, and I still am.
What is that?
It's a Japanese domestic market.
Oh.
So it's like the Japanese cars, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
RX-7s, Supras, like S2000s, like GTRs, like all that stuff, you know. Even like all like the smaller cars and all that. It's just, I don't know, it was really fun. It was like definitely a time period in my life, and I draw a lot of inspiration from it even to this day. But like, it was, I don't know. But like that, but see like, all right, when I used to do vlogs like that made me like kind of progress into like doing like vlogs and music too, because I used to think about that. I'm like, I want to vlog stuff. So I have like rare vlogs and like music and like just like the music scene. You know what I'm saying, of like just different people and different events and stuff like that. And like I can't even lie, back in the day, like people used to not understand that because like I would whip out the camera and be like, bro, I'm trying to capture this. Is like a beautiful moment. And like they'd be like, bro, put the camera down. And it's like, all right, but like now when you really go back and look at that stuff, it's like, bro, those were like moments, you know what I'm saying? Those are moments that people probably forget, and when they look back at it, they appreciate it, and they're like, yo, that's like, that was really beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And that's like, yo, I'm about to like start doing that again because my friend keeps telling me to do that again.
Word.
And like, that used to really be like a thing. Like, yo, that's crazy. I just remembered that. Like, I remember walking out of my house all the time, just be on some like, all right, I'm about to go film this behind the scenes on like how I'm filming this Xelly video.
Cool.
Or like, just some like don't know, alias shit.
I feel like people really fuck with it, especially now, because you're traveling, like, even more, working with more, like, buzzing artists or whatever. I feel like that'll go crazy. What's your, like, dream car, to bring it back to cars real quick?
Wait, you said a dream car?
Yeah, yeah.
When I was young, I really wanted, like, an Evo 8 or Evo 9 or an RX-7 really bad.
Word.
But, like, now, I can't lie. Damn. Alright, does it have to be a dream JDM car? Or just a dream car?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what car I really want?
What?
For the one time? I just want a Pagani. I just want one.
Word.
Like, bro, it's an all carbon fiber car. I just want to, like, get, like, the interior just looks so insane to me as far as, like, architecture and design. Like, the way the shifter is, the way the whole middle console is, even the dash and the way the layout is on the inside. I'm just like, this car is an interesting piece. It's a piece of work. It's a piece of art. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like, that's, like, I used to not, like, care, but, like, I used to be hip. I'm like, yo, Paganis are nice cars, but, like, I didn't really understand, like, why, like, it was, like, nice. You know what I'm saying? Now I can, like, really think about it. I'm like, yo, I appreciate, like, just, like, the thought and design they put into this car. You know what I'm saying? Because I be looking at a lot of shit, and it's just, like, all right, I can see where all of this stuff is being derived from and shit like that, too.
Cool. Yeah, I don't even know cars like that, but the way you just described it, it sounds like it's pretty legit.
It's legit.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm gonna look up some pictures after this to see.
It's insane.
It's good. But yeah, how did you transition to, like, making music videos from the vlogs?
Honestly, I don't know, like, so basically, alright, I'm gonna tell you something, but it's gonna be on some wild shit. So I was taking acid one day, and, like, my mans was like, yeah, my man was like, yo, I'm trying to rap. I'm like, all right, if you gonna rap, I'm gonna make videos. He was like, I bet. And I was like, say that. And then, like, this guy made this, man, this guy, like, I fucked around and did some, like, crazy shit this one time and tried some shit for a music video. Then I told my mans, I was like, yo, I'm trying to do music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I could pop some shit off, like, creatively. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, all right, if you want to try doing some music videos, my man's WifiGawd. You know what I'm saying? I know he needs some music videos done and shit. Yeah, to tap you in. So he tapped me in on Twitter. And I was like, all right, bet. He told me, he was like, yeah, I heard you do videos. What's up? I was like, all right, bet, let's get it. Mind you, bro, I never did a music video, bro. So I was just like, all right. Yeah, all right, bro. I remember, like, I asked my friend, I'm like, bro, can I borrow your Sony A7, I believe it was? And, like, I didn't know how to use that camera at all. Like, it was all blue. Like, and I realized later on, I was like, oh, I didn't know about the white balance. Yeah, it was just an all blue frame. And then, like, yeah, I just tried to, like, edit it because I didn't know how to, like, really, like, edit like that. But, like, I just, like, tried, like, some quick shit and, like, I tried to learn some stuff and I was like, all right. But then, like, after that, I was like, I kind of, like, had fun with it because it was, like, a way that, like, I just started, like, learning. You know what I'm saying? And then I started learning a lot more about, like, just, like, music and, like, culture and just, like, the stuff that's happening, the stuff that's been happening in, like, the city and, like, in the world. And, like, so it was really, like, an outlet for me. You know what I'm saying? And I just really, like, needed one, so I gravitated towards it.
That's crazy you got, like, the idea to do music videos while you're on acid. It's lit, honestly. I
mean, yeah, on some shit. And like, mind you, bro, like, I was still in college, like, and I was still, like, working, like, the thing is, like, I had worked so many jobs. Because, like, my mindset growing up was like, yo, I don't know what I'm going to ever do with my life. I swear to God, I just know something's going to work out. Because, like, I just feel it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I'm, like, trying out all these things. I'm like, nothing is really working for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying out different jobs. I'm trying out different career pathways. I'm going to college for, like, keep switching up my degree. I'm going from, like, cybersecurity to database systems. And I'm just, like, doing, like, different, like, alias jobs. I'm just like, yeah, boys was trapping. That shit was crazy. I was like, none of this shit, like, really, like, yeah,
it's working out. Yeah.
But, like, when I started doing videos and stuff, and, like, the first, like, probably few videos in, for some reason I was just like, yeah, I could fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. And like, I started feeling like I was like being part of like a community.
Yeah,
and then like, I remember one day I just quit my job. I was just like, yeah, I'm over this. And like, I just stopped going to school.
Word.
Yeah,
probably one of the best decisions you've made so far.
Type shit. Nah, you know what? Back in the day, like, I used to really tell people, I'm like, yeah, you're never really gonna be like locked in till you quit your job. Like, you gotta quit your job. If you got a job and you really like start some shit and you really wanna go 100% in all the way, you gotta quit your job and really lock in. But you gotta do it smart. You can't just like go ahead and just quit your job out the cut and then just be broke. Like, go ahead with that.
You be screwed worse than you were before. But yeah, how'd you start working with Lil Xelly? Because I feel like that's how I got hip to you for real, was watching the videos you did with him. And it seemed like to me, like I got hip to him like as I got hip to you, like almost y'all came into the game together, even though your first video wasn't with him type shit. So how'd y'all like link up?
Man, Xelly the go. Xelly the go. I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, that man was just someone who's very ahead of his time.
Like shit.
And like, it's very like, I honestly feel disrespected when a lot of people that are just ahead of their time, because there's a lot of people that's ahead of their time, like, are disrespected either just online or just like on some whole other type tip. Like, I don't really appreciate that, because I'm like, bro, you gotta pay your respects to like,
definitely,
you know what I'm saying, the way the music goes. It's just the history in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay respects to all, like, the people that have been making videos, music videos before me, people who've been doing it after me. Like, it's a community at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's just like, bro, everyone's gonna, like, run into each other one day. You know what I'm saying? Well, not everyone, but, like...
Yeah, like, eventually.
Like, especially if you're part of the same community, like, a lot of small communities, like, you eventually run into each other one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like... Yeah, so, like, Xelly's, like, insane, because, like, I met him through, like, one of my... Actually, the same person that put me on the Wi-Fi.
For real?
Yeah, shout out Cash and Doja. Yeah. So, like, he put me on to Xelly, because he went to go get some gas from him one time. And, like, he was, like, telling me about him on the way over there and his music, and, like, I was going through his SoundCloud, and, like, I heard, like, okay, I was like, this is dope. He came in the car. I was like, yeah, bro, fuck with your music. We should do some shit. And he was like, are you shoot videos? He's like, my man usually shoot videos for me, but like, yeah, we can see what's up. I was like, all right, bet. Cool. And then like we shot like, okay. He was like, bro, the fuck with this shit heavy. Yeah, let's keep going. And then like at the time, I was like, bro, like no one ever paid me for videos, but he was like the first one paying me for videos.
Really?
Like he used to like support me. He used to give me like $100 a video. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like really like he was the first person to really do that shit. And then like when I quit my job, he was like, all right, bet, that just means we gotta lock in even more. That's why we started, and then we just started flooding endless videos, and then like it just became like a really good relationship, bro. Like because we were both hungry, you know what I'm saying? We're both like trying to do some shit. We're both trying to prove something, you know what I'm saying? Like one was trying to explore our crafts too, because at that time, like, I don't know how to edit, I don't know how to shoot, I don't know about lighting, I don't know about nothing. Like, I'm starting, like, I didn't even go to school for none of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So
it's like, just dove in.
Yeah, so it's like, and then Xelly's, like, exploring his music, his sound, all his stuff. He's trying out different flows. And, like, so that just gave me time to, like, get a little creative and stuff. And he was just, like, he never put a cap on, like, what type of video he wanted. He was just like, bro, just do you. I was like, say that.
That's lit. Shout out Lil Xelly. I definitely... consider him like one of the legends, like in the whole I guess SoundCloud shit. Even though he came like a little later in it.
Like he the first like bro, he really like he did a lot of like crazy shit, bro. Like
I'm hit.
He did like he dropped a whole 100-song tape.
Literally, I mean it's like Lil B,
Lil B did that shit,
and like Lil Xelly have like just the discographies that are like crazy and like. I mean, Lil B is a whole nother thing in itself, but there's like definitely like a year straight where it was like, holy shit, this nigga Lil Xelly is like just keeps dropping music and it's all he. That's crazy.
You know his favorite rapper is Eazy-E. His favorite rapper is Eazy-E.
Really? Interesting. That's very interesting. Cool.
I'm like, go ahead.
Another person, how'd you meet the Khan?
So Khan, like, I met Khan through Wi-Fi. And, like, that was, like, the third video I shot, Trenches to Riches. It was, like, insane, because, like, his energy is just, like, so different. Like, he's really talented as just, like, being an all-around person. Like, it's insane. Like, it's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really got, like, a different eye, and like he really like understands like a lot of different type of concepts, like, and it comes to him so natural, and like some people really have to take a lot of time to just like learn those type of things, you know what I'm saying? But to him it's just like he just knows, because that's the type of things that he just looks at. So like dog on set shout out Reggie, man, it's a good boy. But nah, like he's like a really insane person, to be honest. Like he's a really, really good friend. I see him all the time, and like he's helped me just grow as like a person too. Still see him like almost every other day. Like especially when I'm in New York, cause like that's where he's usually be at.
Cool.
But he's from DC.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like met the Khan when I was like fucking 14 type shit, like in my man's basement.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Like, so I like know him, I guess. I booked him to come out to perform at my school one time.
Oh, that's fire.
2019. Yeah. Khan's good, dude.
That's so fire.
But who does the voice on your tag for the opening?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. All right.
Nah, cause it's definitely out there. People know.
Stand.
For sure.
Alright, to like video shit, what software do you use to like do videos, edit your videos?
Yeah, I use a lot of different like just crazy, like just different programs. So like I use Adobe, like, you know, everyone has probably heard of like Premiere Pro and like After Effects, of course. Then like there's like programs like Cinema 4D. There's like a lot of like 3D programs, but like honestly, I do a lot of work in After Effects. Like, I think it's an extremely, like, insane program that people really haven't taken the time to learn yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, like, no, people know it, but it's crazy. Like, the things that you can do with it, like, visually is just insane. It's like you gotta take a step back and, like, put a whole bunch of pieces together, and then you can really start creating something insane. That's the same thing. Like, that's, like, how I started, like, I use that as like a foundation to start going into like maybe like Cinema 4D or like using like Unreal or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, the way of like, you know, cinematography and like the way like videos are gonna be made are just gonna change in the future anyways. It's a lot of innovation going on.
Definitely, I feel like that shit is evolving like faster and faster and faster. And like more and more shit is like stepping, like the 3D is really taking off. I mean, 3D's always been around, but it seems to be,
but like honestly, like when I tried to start doing like effects or like 3D stuff, like people were not rocking, especially because they didn't look good. So I was just so confused. I was like, should I just stick to clean videos?
I felt like the 3D shit really like makes the video stand out. Cause that's why I asked what software you use, cause I was like curious, kind of how you're able to like make that type of shit. Is that like a 3D program, or were you just like finessing shit in After Effects or whatever?
Oh, I'm just finessing shit in After Effects. I can't lie. That's literally all what I'm doing. Like, I just take a lot of things from all over the like internet and computer shit, and I just like put it all in After Effects and finagle shit. I can't lie.
That's lit.
That's literally like, wow, bro. I can show you right after. Like, or I could just insane shit. Like, people don't even know. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've just been on this shit for like a minute now. And all I do is just edit.
Damn. How long does it take for you to make like a full music video from like start to finish?
It just depends.
True. What's like? Yeah, go ahead.
Editing or like the whole video?
I would say like the whole video, like shooting it and then editing it.
Bro, that shit could take forever. I got a video I've been working on for like 3 months.
Kill. What's like the shortest one that you're able to do?
I mean, realistically, like a video from like shoot to finish should only like take like a week or two. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like the way like stuff happens is like I'm like a one person thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like in the mixture of like editing and then like shooting and then thinking about other videos and constantly having a lineup of like every single next video to do and to think of a concept to learn new things to implement, that way stuff doesn't get old, to like do the visual effects, do the coloring, do the process of the whole entire shooting, from setting up the lights to filming it to working with the artist to getting like wardrobe, working with the producers and just a whole rack of other stuff, you know. Doing that so consistently with every single like new project really starts to like build, and it's one piece at a time, and you start like leveling on top of each other, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't get overwhelmed altogether.
That's smart.
But yeah, what was the question again?
I guess how long it would take, but what takes longer, shooting or editing? Like, is the editing what takes up?
Editing takes a lot longer, because shooting could take like probably 12 hours on like a set at most.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some sets I've had like 2-3 hours. Some have had like multiple days. And like editing is always like a very intense process, because you're sitting there, so it could take like the Eartheater scripture video. I logged 70 hours just in After Effects, like not even including Premiere, not including color grading, not including any of like you know what I'm saying, shooting or any of the other time, just working in After Effects. 70 hours. I was like, yo, I don't put in the most like insane amount of hours on this. I love it. Like, it's insane.
I mean, it makes sense. The videos drive crazy. You can tell you put hours into it.
But like, that's the thing. So now I'm on some like, I gotta start taking more time on my videos and really start making more pieces. Cause I'm like, what's the point of me putting out a lot of like content that's just gonna get overlooked? There's content that's just like BS. You know what I'm saying? I want to like start making like really good pieces.
Yeah, it seemed like there's a lot of like intention behind like that video specifically. Like, I don't really know what the intention was. I haven't seen it enough or whatever, but like, I felt like there was like a lot put into it. I mean, like you said, you put. Like,
I mean, honestly, it was Eartheater's idea.
Makes sense.
Like, she's a goat. I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm like just getting hipster, like, and within the last few weeks, I'm like, kill, like, this shit is different.
Yeah, there's a lot of different lanes of music. That's what I'm really trying to get into, just exploring different lanes for.
How is there a Moshpxt stick figure in every single one of your videos that you've done? No. How many stick figures? Because there's like different variations of them. How many have you made? Do you think?
Maybe like 150.
Kill. What?
I made a lot of like singular variations too, because when the pandemic happened, I started making a lot of video loops. I don't know if you remember those, but like I was making like just like 5 second or 3 second or like 10 second like little video loops of like songs with like a cutout of like the artist, and it would just be like an insane thing. Like, so I started like doing a lot of those, and like those I was like, I don't know if you count those, because they were in those too.
I don't know. I count them. I was just number of stick.
I'm just like, those stick figures, it's like, but it's a whole evolution. Because originally, I'm like, yo, it's just lit. I was like, my man was like, you should put an Easter egg in every video. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a stick figure. Because like, I was remembering, yo, I don't know if you remember back when like, you was probably in middle school, but like, they had that like one little like video of like the stick figure fighting the computer mouse and shit.
No,
the stick figure was like beating the shit out of the computer mouse. He was like blowing that shit up, like just like writing shit and just like creating shit out of nothing.
Word. I don't remember that specific stick figure thing, but I just remember stick figures being like stick figure games. Fuck, what
That
was it
too,
called?
stick
Like
figure
ASDF
games.
or some shit, or I forgot the name of it.
I don't know if you ever like played with like those like emulators on the computer. All right, let's get off subject. But what I'm saying is like those stick figures are like that's what I was just like. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make a stick figure. That's lit. You know what I'm saying? It's simple.
Sweet.
It's cool. I fuck with stick figures. Like,
No, for sure.
like I can't draw.
Me either. I always draw stick figures.
I don't care. I can't draw. Like so. Yeah, I'm like the stick figures went from like original stick figure to like 3D stick figures, and like the stick figure had clothes on them. I'm like, bro, I want these stick figures to be a bag one day. I want them to be something that brands can like really put their clothes on and really like, you know what I'm saying, go up with and like stylize the stick figure. You know what I'm saying? Make it go insane. But like you see NFTs coming out the way they are right now, fucking up this bullshit. But like I don't care, because if I can like launch something like that with like a good backing behind it, then like all the other shit won't matter. But I would want to wait till the NFT wave dies down a little bit, because like all the hype is gonna crash at the market.
Stamp. That makes sense. To steer shit away, you used to go like buy Moshpxt and shit, and then like I've noticed that you kind of separated yourself from it a little bit. Now you go by like JayJay and shit. What was like the reason for that separation?
I don't know. It's always been like a constant battle, because I feel like it's like two sides, and I'm like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's really weird. Like I can keep it honest with you. Like I feel like I'm like fighting two sides of like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like
what you mean, like?
Cause I'm like, alright, like I originally created like I started doing like all of this stuff to escape a lot of like problems that were happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just going through a lot of like mental and emotional bullshit as like a kid. So like I remember like being like 21 when I started. I was like 21 when I started this. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I was just like hitting like a low. So like when I was doing this, I was escaping from shit. So I'm like, I never really like took the time to rebuild like my personal shit. I was just working 24/7. So like I like developed like this whole second like life on top of like, you know, what I had going before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I never took like the previous life into like building like all my old shit that I used to like really care about and all that other stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like strictly just like Moshpxt stuff 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like what can I do for like to build this shit, to like make this shit? Like, yeah. So then like honestly like that's why I got two phones now. You know what I'm saying? I've got two phones on me. Yeah. One for my personal life, one for like the work life, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a good separation in my head. It just gives me mental space now. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I feel like that could be like overwhelming, getting a bunch of business shit and like personal shit, and then some of the personal shit is business shit too, and like vice versa. Like yeah, no. It makes sense why you want to like separate yourself. I also asked because are like other people involved in Moshpxt now, since you kind of like took a step back, or is it still just you? You just like wanted to make that separation.
I mean, right now it's just me.
Cool.
Like, I can't lie. Like, I tried to build a team for Moshpxt. I'm like, it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like things like that happen. You know, with people, and it's just like it's cool. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I have to get done first. Before I could really start to establish and build like just a team for Moshpxt, because that team has to incorporate certain elements, and I'm just like, I'm really particular about those elements. You know what I'm saying? And I like to work with people, of course. Like I feel like collaborations are like, oh my bad. I feel like collaborations are just like they're beautiful. They're really cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially like with the right people, and like, you know, something like cool and creative can come out of it. But yeah, I don't know. Like as far as like team, like I've tried to like even like teach people to like do stuff.
Yeah, I saw you rented like a studio space like a minute ago. Was that like for that type shit?
I mean, yeah, I wanted to make a little office space that I could just like have like a mental space for just Moshpxt as well. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, okay, I'm coming here, I'm locking in, I'm gonna be editing here. People want to come in and like chill and like or like have like a listening session for like some songs, just something going on. And like, this is a space to do it. It's lit. But you know, after a while, I'm just like, really, I'm not really doing anything in this space that I wasn't doing before. Like, I'm just honestly just giving myself an excuse just to like waste time being here. And I'm like, I'm not with that. I got other shit I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like, yeah, I left that stuff and I just started doing like the stuff I was doing in the summer.
Yeah, to go into that was my next question. Actually, I saw you did a tour basically this summer doing videos. How did that go, and like where did you go? How did the tour you did this summer shooting videos, like where were the places that you went?
So I got a rental car from DC and I took it down to Savannah, and then I took it to Atlanta, and I did videos then I did videos in LA, and then I drove to New York.
So you drove from Atlanta to LA?
Yeah.
Cool.
Then LA to New York. I drove from LA to New York in 2 days.
That's crazy.
Bro, I was hitting that road.
Oh, I bet.
I was hitting that road. Oh my god. But yeah, bro, alright. I went from New York back to DC, and then like I took a plane back to LA. And then I took another plane down to Miami after that. And then the Miami joint, like, not Miami, it was somewhere in Florida, because that's when I went on this road trip with Bobby.
Word. How was that?
Bro, that was insane. That was like a month-long road trip.
Oh,
like,
shit.
He was on tour with Babyface Ray and Jack Harlow. So, like, it was cool to be a part of that.
Oh, yeah,
like, that's insane. Insane.
I'm sure the shows were probably
Shout
crazy.
Out Bobby and the Overcast. OPD, all the good people.
Shout out Overcast.
Shout out Overcast.
How many videos do you think you made in that span of time?
Hold up. I'm like fucking up my count. Alright, so we did all the videos with Speeder and I. We did RX Poppy video. We did the Cash Dummy ILY video. We did the Sorry About That video with Yeat. We did this other joint. What's the other joint we did?
Oh, Wizards of Loopers?
Yes. There we go. Z-Loopers. Yes. Alright. We did that for. Then I did like 2 videos with Doo-Wop, and I did 3 videos with Doo-Wop. We did the Demon video with Sito. There's another video with Sito that's not done yet. Did some stuff with Booth Pat Mookie. Did some stuff with Tony again. Did some stuff with... Oh yeah, then we did the Mad About That video. We got like 2 Maddox videos that are gonna come out. Then we did the Eartheater Joyride video. Did the Eartheater Scripture video. Did the Got Rich video with Yeat. Got the Come On video with Yeat. I'm at like 18 now. Yeah. I'm like trying to think.
Oh yeah, you were going in the summer. Shit.
Damn. I don't know. Like, I think we're like 18. I feel like I'm missing like... Oh, I did the Pasta Flacco video. Got like a Diora video. Yeah, that's definitely 20 right there.
Yeah. God damn.
I don't know.
No, that's lit. And they're all like different people from across the whole country.
And that's the thing. That's not even all the videos this year either. Like, that's just like a section
yeah,
of the year.
The summer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Goddamn. Go ahead.
So it's like, alright, bet. Now we're about to go into like fall, winter. Let's fucking go.
Thanks. You mentioned you did a video for him this summer, but how'd you start working with SlimeSito and what went behind the whole Out on Bond rollout with him and Dolan Beatz and shit? Like, how'd that all come together?
That's lit. So like, Sito, I originally met him in 2019 because of DJ Rennessy, and like he put me on with like K Supreme and SlimeSito, and like I don't know, I shot this one video R.I.P. Nipsey with him, and like that same night he got locked up.
Damn.
And then like,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was crazy because like we shot that video and then he just gets locked up, and then like I get the video done, and like the video just starts going I put out like a very small snippet on Instagram. That shit just started skyrocketing up. I was like, yo, and at the time like my Instagram was so small and that shit was just like going up. I was like, yo, this is legendary.
Yeah.
Like, yes. So then like we waited for the video, like we just waited and sat on it, and then like when he came out, like people were telling him about the video that we shot, and then like he watched it, he was like, yeah, fuck with this shit. Then we just started tapping in. We were just like, yeah, bro, like trying to do Out on Bond and shit, like with Dolan and stuff, and like I had like talked to Dolan like one time before he was even like out, but it was about some whole other shit.
What?
Well, like someone else. So like I was like, bet I'm trying, cause Dolan's a legend.
Definitely, like.
Yeah, people don't know who Dolan is, then you gotta do your research, cause he made Paddock. He made a lot of shit with Chief Keef. Made everything with Gleesh. All that shit with like everybody, bro. Like with Cardi, with so many people, man.
Probably like the best producer out of the DMV area, or just like the most like legendary.
No, bro, Dolan is the GOAT, bro. In general, like that man.
He's been around for a minute, fool.
That man has crank, like crank.
Yeah,
that shit's insane. But nah, like I really appreciate people that add stuff like that into music, bro. I think that's like beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like to really like contribute that much into music.
Yeah, like shit. Like so many waves, so many different like artists, like crazy.
Yeah, I remember Sito had hit me up. He was like, cause like I seen him got out. I was like, bang, he's out. She was going up, bruh. And he hits me. He was like, yeah, bro, we gotta do Out on Bond. I was like, say that. I'll fly out tomorrow. I was like, that, bro. I'll fly out tonight. He was like, oh, who? I'm like, just say the word. He was like, come through. And I hit Rennessy. I'm like, bro, is it cool? Cause like I was already going down to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying, a lot to like go work with like K. And like I was like fucking around a lot. And I'm like, bro, can I come down and like crash at your crib? I'm saying, let's do this video with Sito. He was like, hell yeah.
Hey,
it's like Rennessy always good peoples, man. He always looking out, bro. So like, yeah, we get down. I get down there like the next day. He was like, oh shit, yeah. But I get down there and like I knock out in his crib, and then like I wake up and like him and Sita, they went and already got like a car. They was ready. I was like, let's go. I woke up and we was on some shit. We had like this jail cell like planned out and shit, like I woke up and we was just already on shit. Like, I was like, let's go. And we just started talking about everything. Like it was like, all right, bet. Like there's already like some sort of like plan or something that we're already like working with.
Place,
You know what I'm saying? And then boom, just like put everything together and like really like expanded everything like really really quickly, like an hour, and then boom, just started shooting some shit, bro. Just put together a whole storyline for it. And then, like, it just really came down inside editing, too. Because once we got inside the jail cell and stuff, like, originally they didn't really, like, I know there was, like, kind of, like, a little shaky and stuff. They just didn't know how it was going to look. But, like, I was, like, really, like, experimenting with lighting, you know what I'm saying, over the last, like, at that period, it was, like, January, or just, around, like, December, January. So like I was experimenting with lighting for like the last like probably like 3 months before that, 4 months. So I was like starting to learn. I was like, let me try some shit out. Yeah. Started doing that, and like the lighting just looked so insane with the hard like light coming with the bars, and like yeah, it was just super like lit, and like everyone just fucked with it super heavy. So after that, I came out to LA to do some video with Shy Glizzy, right?
Yeah.
And like I like link up with Will Hoops, and like me and Will start talking. It's like let's start. He's doing like a distribution with like Dolan through WorldStar. And like bet let's do some videos with Sito. So like I come out with this Out on Bond series, and I'm like, let's get it. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I was sitting down in my basement, it was snowing, and I was just going crazy once the songs hit my phone, bro. When Sito sent me this shit, sent me endless shit. I remember like this first idea I had, I wanted a girl running through the fucking snow with Sito with like no Bama shit, with like some crazy ass like on some like hood Bonnie Clyde shit. You know what I'm saying? But then like I really like took a step back, and I was like, yo, I think I was talking to Sito about some shit, and I was like, yo, this Narcos wave shit, like not Narcos wave, my bad. Like just like the Narcos series shit. I'm just like, yeah, we gotta do some insane shit, some cartel shit. Like I'm just like, bet we gotta do some real Out on Bond shit, like making some real life, you know, some grungy shit. And like just start putting together like a whole rack of ideas, and then like I presented them with him. I remember, bro, I worked all week long just trying to think of like the solid ideas. Me and my homie Wavy Dave, bro, together, like we just like sat together. We were just thinking of so much shit, and like we was going back and forth on so much shit. And I was just like, bet. I just remember once I came with him with like that idea, bro, I was like, this is gonna hit. Like we're gonna do like a 4-part series. Like we already got Out on Bond. Let's just continue the story. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens after that? Boom, goes and has like a meeting, and then after that, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like captures that guy and shit, and like there's like a whole like, cause like Slime is so like, you know what I'm saying, what the song is, and like I wanted to, each song I wanted it to be like a visual representation of it, and I wanted it to really hit, you know what I'm saying, but I wanted it all to connect and build a story. It's like really hard, but I'm just like, I feel like it just worked, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, who the fuck is doing that shit? And then like WorldStar had the whole rollout ready for it. I was like, bet. The only thing that was kind of crazy was like, you know, the sampling and stuff. So like it's like lit, but like I don't know, like I just one day I'm gonna just put all them pieces together, you know, all 4 of the pieces together, and release like a crazy ass video. You know what I'm saying? Like a little maybe like a video NFT or something. You know?
That'd be sick. To go back about like just your videos in general, like watching them, it seems like you have your own, I want to say like universe or like world where these videos take place. And I saw it in an interview you did with Passion of the Weiss. Is it Weiss or Weiss?
I think it's Weiss.
Weiss, alright. Passion of the Weiss. You like kind of talked about how you have like certain videos do happen in like the same world or whatever. Well, kind of would you want to talk about that just a little bit? Just like the universe shit in your videos, and like why, like what idea came behind like having different videos that take place in the same like world or universe?
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I feel like it's just a phase. Like, bro, I be going through different phases of shit. I be having, you understand, bro? Like, I be having so many ideas, bro. Like, that's why, like, I be so restless. Like, I be thinking about like a lot of shit, and like, I be stressing the fuck out just thinking about a lot of shit. I be needing to cool it. Can't lie.
No, I feel
but like, nah, I just feel like it's just like phases of like, just like periods of like work, and just periods of like my like creativity. Like that's like where I'm like thinking about certain shit, and like I want to put out like mad shit because I'm thinking about it at that moment, and I'm like, I just want to do it. So like, I don't know, like that universes and stuff like that. Like yeah, everything is in its own universe because every artist is different. But I feel like every artist has its own piece, and it has its own like, you know what I'm saying, signature things that just hit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to like really like bring certain like elements out of those and exaggerate it and like make it like, you know, encompass their whole entire world. You know what I'm saying? Really show it out there. And I think like that stuff still like stands like to this day, like in a lot of shit that I'll do. But like I feel like I'm not cognitively like forcing it as much. Like back then I was honestly like forcibly like thinking it. I'm like, I'm making this person in his own, you know, like this is what I want to do. Now I'm just like, they're in their own universe, but how am I about to really make it like stand out. Like, this is their world. Like, I'm creating, like, this is their given world. I'm gonna make them in this video. But it's like, what are they gonna be like presenting in this world now? That's what I really want to like focus on. I want to get more into it.
It's a good shift, for sure, in like the progression of your videos. Cool. You mentioned that you were in LA shooting video for Shy Glizzy. How did, cause you shot a couple videos with him, right?
Yeah.
How did y'all start working together?
Well, originally I met him because, like, shout out Valley. He told me to come to like a set that he was working on with Shy Glizzy. He was doing a video. I came, I introduced myself. He was like, "Yeah, let's get some work." And then like he was talking about No Savage and stuff too. So like No Savage had originally like I'd gotten a video with him in first, and then when Rashad had seen that, he was like, "Oh, bet, let's get it." And then like he took me to Mexico with him.
For real?
Yeah, and then we did like a video out there, and like he even like let me go, bro. He got me a whole like boat ride out to like swim with some sharks.
What?
To go film for the video. I'm like, let's get it.
Shit.
I'm with it all.
Did you get in the water?
Yeah, but we was all the way out on the coast, but we was miles off the coast, bro. Deep ass shit. They were like throwing like tuna blood and like endless shit, attracting sharks, bro. We just jumped in.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I bought this $30 GoPro from Walmart, bro. It was the only thing they had over there. It shit is shot in 4K. I was like, yo, this shit look like it's full. It looks like it's like 140. You know, like crazy, but it's alright. Nah, like when he jumped in the water and I was like, oh look, shark, bro. This shark came right up in my face. I was like, yo, let's go. Be outside
That's
with
sick.
it for real.
That's sick. Y'all actually like went into the water with the sharks. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was low key trying to go like, I was trying to go like down. I can't trying to go see them more.
Yeah, see where all the fucking, that's where the aliens live, down.
Type shit.
In the fucking ocean. Oh, that's cool. You made some NFT bundles for the 10K Dunkin' Traffic video. How did that like come about? Bro, like what made you want to like do that?
See, like, bro, like, there was, like, a lot of, like, hype even in the beginning of the year about NFTs. But, like, so basically, like, like, 2 years ago, I started, like, seeing, like, a lot of, like, VFX artists, like, going crazy. Like, I'm talking about, like, they were just making endless matte paintings. They were making, like, endless, like, just, like, 3D graphic works. Bro, there's just, like, some insane, like, visual graphic artists, bro, out there. And especially out Europe, bro. Shit is insane.
Europe is crazy with that shit.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I didn't know, but like I'd seen Beeple's artwork like years, like for like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like there's like a lot of other like 3D graphic artists that like I've just seen in general. You know what I'm saying? That be making like animations that have been just doing it for a minute. Even like No Paradigms and stuff. Like and I've always seen like NFTs being like thrown out there and stuff. But then I started really getting into like the crypto space really heavy. I'm like really starting to understand like Web3 and like, you know, the value of like online and like, you know, intellectual property and just like having access and different things. And you know, that just comes with like exploring and stuff. So I'm just like, all right, like I'm already dropping a lot of things. Like let me try making like an NFT. Then I started like seeing like I forget what band it was. It was some band that was dropping like an NFT bundle with like their CD release. It was like a re-release. They were giving out like a whole bunch of like collectibles and a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of passes for VIP lifetime or like a random shit.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, what the fuck is this? So I started like doing a lot of research. I remember like there was like a lot of like chat rooms on what's that app again that everyone was just talking to?
You talking about oh man, Clubhouse?
Yeah. That random shit. I just started seeing a lot of like those things pop up, like I started seeing a lot of crypto, like Bitcoin shit pop up. But I didn't see any NFT shit pop up. But like there was like, you know, 1 or 2 that I would like pop into and shit, just see what's up, like, cause there was like scheduled meetings on Twitter, and I was like, bet. So I just started like listening around and stuff like that, and I was like, all right, but like this stuff is still like pretty like new and shit. And then like I put those out there, like those NFTs that I made, and I started making them into a bundle. I was like, all right, how am I about to like have a private link and like have like a certain box where like they can access their assets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I about to actually present something that they can buy? Cause I'm like, or if they buy like this ticket, they're gonna get access to yeah, like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like including those things.
That's cool that you got to like learn all that shit by doing it. Cause now you kind of just know have a much better understanding about like what's going on. Cause I still don't really.
If you really want to
understand,
like,
but I feel like if I just try to make one, I just kind of understand what's going on.
If you really want to understand it, you just gotta understand that it's a community-based project. That's what it is. It's a community-based thing because it's like you gotta build a community that's gonna want to like invest into your, your pieces.
Yeah.
Like this is basically like an investment. You know what I'm saying? Like you're hoping for the value of it to go up, and that way you can sell it for the profit. And like. Really, like, if you don't have a community or people that believe in you, if you don't have like a roadmap, if you don't have something to really show people, like, they're not gonna really like stick around. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just like, there's too many things out there that are just coming out. Yeah. It's like a really fast growing place, and now like it's like you gotta really compete with a lot of other people.
Oh shit. You seem pretty into crypto in general. Do you have like any coins that you're like fucking with? I don't know if that's the right term for it, but currencies.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing some that you're into?
Floki, you know. Floki.
Floki. I've seen
for all my shitcoin heads. So like, I don't really be even like liking shitcoins like that. You already know like Ethereum's obviously one.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as shitcoin goes, I know like a lot of like people like Shiba Inu now, but like I don't really like digging into that type of stuff. Like, I like the Polkadot ecosystem. I think what they're doing with Substrate is really like smart.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm thinking like XOR. That's a really good coin. A lot of Polkadot. I don't know. There's just like so many that I fuck with. There's like a lot of like interesting projects, like EWT and just like there's like a lot of things that offer a lot of like high yield as well. So it just depends on like what sector. There's a lot of gaming cryptos that are tough. Like Atari token is something that's like really slept on, I think of, because like Atari has big partnerships with almost like every single like online like gaming crypto site, and it's like and they're not really like and there's not any like light shit on like that company itself. So it's like small things like that they should just pay attention to.
Alright. Would you ever start like videos on crypto, like talking about it and shit?
I don't know, should I?
I feel like people would fuck with it. Especially
I ain't trying to be head ass and be one of those people.
True. Yeah,
I'm trying to make something.
Thing.
Like I got a lot of shit that I'm like really trying to strive.
Yeah, you're already
for, you know
you
what I'm
already
saying?
got a lot
like,
on your plate.
I'm trying to win a video award. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be making videos about like cryptos and stuff like
shit.
that. Like, I'll invest and do my stuff.
Oh shit. How did you start working with Gleesh? How did that come about?
Because of Lil Xelly. Was it Zelly? I feel like no. It was. I remember Gleesh had came to the city and like he wanted someone to like do something for like the stage, like record him on stage. Like, I was like, "What's up?" And like he was like fucking with me, so he brought me out. He brought me out there, and then like he was fucking with Zelly too. And he was like, "Yeah, he wanted to do a track with Zelly." So he ended up linking him like later on to do a track and shit.
Word. And is that how that video like came about?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't link them together. Like they were already talking.
So.
And like this was like months later and shit. Like they just did a track, and then I was like, "Bet, let's shoot the video for it." Did the video for that, and then like Gleesh called me like. While I'm editing the Album Bond video at Rennessy house, he was like, "Bro, let's shoot." I was like, "Oh, yeah, what's up?" I didn't talk to you guys. I didn't talk to you in a minute. So then we did like the Killer video.
The Killer video is fire. I fuck with it. I like the storyline in it.
Nah, like, he was really particular with that video, too. Like, as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, the storyline and shit. Like, he wanted it to, like, really, like, contrast and juxtapose a lot of things, but still be satirical.
Stamp. What's 3 of the craziest places you traveled for videos?
Damn. Alright. Top place. The Imperial Desert. I mean, the Imperial Dunes. They shot Star Wars out there.
That's sick.
I shot Eartheater out there.
Where is that at? Is that out in
25 minutes from Mexico.
Oh shit. Cool.
I really liked Los Cabos too. And then it's weird, but nah. I don't know, but I do know where I want to shoot.
Where?
Colorado. I'm trying to go
Colorado.
in the mountains. I'm trying to go in like the crazy mountains. Cause like Pete, when I was like driving through around the country, yeah, when I was driving around the country, I was like just seeing like how like the lay of the land is in the world, and like the world is like crazy as shit, like especially in this country. Like the fact that like every state over is like different geography. I never knew that. Like I knew like each state divides and like there's different stuff in different states, or people are different. Just like it's like a whole bunch of just different things. But like seeing the actual geography change like so close to the border, I'm like, yo, what is this? And then like crossing Texas was just insane because it looked like Red Dead Redemption. I was like, yo,
Word. That's funny as shit. Texas is big as shit. I have a few more questions for real. How would you start working with Baby 50?
Oh, nah, I reached out to Baby 50. I was like, what's up, let's work. And he was already fucking with me because he used to watch all his Xelly shit too. He was like, he was just like, yeah, like, what's up?
Shout out Lil Xelly.
Like, yeah, I fuck with your shit heavy. And then like, yeah, we just been locked in since.
That's sweet. And also shout out Baby 50. You believe in any conspiracy theories?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What's one that you're set on right now?
Bro, right now? Damn, I haven't heard any good conspiracies lately. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to find the secret order for some reason. You know what I'm saying?
The secret order. Which one is that? Is that the Illuminati shit? Or
nah, fuck the Illuminati.
Is that like the
Shit not.
like alchemy shit?
Like, you know what? Scratch that. I'm going back to my alien shit. Aliens are real.
Aliens are real.
They're already proven. Motherfucking spiritual shit, that's very real.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I honestly do think they faked the motherfucking landing.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of evidence that just disproves like almost every single like aspect.
Because I'm like, yo, what?
And they're just the operation. But do you believe in like reptilian aliens and like shapeshifters? Or do you believe like aliens that come from the seas? I mean, there's.
Yo, you know what's crazy? They used to say like back in the old Mesopotamian like days and stuff like that, like that the Anunnaki used to come down and like really like spread like knowledge and just like create havoc on the earth too. And I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like there were like aliens coming, like they documented in Mesopotamian time the aliens coming down to the earth. That shit crazy as hell.
Actually, that is crazy to think about. I've been watching endless YouTube videos on the Anunnaki recently.
For real?
Yeah, like.
See, I used to research a lot of that type shit when I was like in 11th grade, 10th grade. I was curious as shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is the Illuminati?
Like the Rothschilds.
All that shit.
Yeah, no, I was in.
Really getting a hit to like, that's what I was saying, like, as far as like secret or like the Freemasons and stuff like that.
The Freemasons, alright.
But like, there are like actual, like, bro, there are like actual, like, like, I forgot what the actual, like, congregation thing is called, but like, well, like, there's like a lot of like members, but there's like an actual like order. I'm trying to remember the name. I don't know. I remember me and Sito were talking about some crazy shit one night, yo. I was busting off the shrooms, bruh.
Word.
And like he was like telling me like endless like crazy shit, bruh. But I'm like, yeah, like all that witchcraft shit, bro. All that shit real, bro. Y'all gotta be careful as shit. That's why all these people out there trying to give y'all stones and trying to like y'all don't understand, like, yeah, just keep your energy safe.
Right, because that shit runs deep.
Shit run deep.
Like thousands.
Like they just gotta get a little bit of your hair.
Yeah. Kill. It's over. I got like 2 more questions. What should we expect next from you?
Moshpxt TV.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Wait on that. When actually, you don't even gotta wait on that. So it's really about to come next.
What is that? Just like.
It's a 24-hour live streaming.
Word.
And that you can play in the background while you're on your phone. You can still use it as like an app. You know what I'm saying? You can still play, like, you can still go on Instagram with it playing. You can watch the music videos. You can shut your phone off and still listen
That's
to
sick.
it. 24-hour music video streaming. Boom.
It's a great idea. I'm looking forward to seeing it happen.
I'll show you a mock-up after this is done.
Alright, bet. Do you have any shout-outs?
Shoutouts?
Yeah. I'm wrapping it up.
Yeah, I would just like to shout out God. You know what I'm saying? Everything is possible if you believe in God. And He's going to keep you, you know what I'm saying, safe and just, it's going to take you a long way.
Cool.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all my homies. Like, just let me crash at their spots when I'm at the city. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Shout out my moms.
Alright. Well, that's it. Signing off. Moshpxt. SleepWalker Radio.